Hey folks, welcome to week 2 of online AP Stats. I hope your first week went well for you. In terms of meeting the required assignments, it looks like it did go well and people got done what needed to be done. Now, if you are just joining our class, because there are a few people doing that, be careful. I did move what was at the top of our course down to the bottom. Please look at the welcome information. And then also what's really important is your day 1 and your day 2 content and material is right here. And you do need to do that if you are joining our course. Now, if you're in kind of the groove of learning chapter 1, which is about exploring data, just some basic statistical information, a couple things you're going to find. You're going to see all the assignments that have been posted for this following week 2, and you're not going to notice anything over here that says a deadline. You do not have any official deadlines on week 2. However, if you click into the folder here, you are going to see that there's a deadline coming up on Monday the 15th. If you scroll down, you're going to see it right here. You're always going to see 2 of these per chapter. So our first deadline typically will fall after the mid-chapter FRQ if the chapter has an FRQ for you to do. And what this says is all the work up to and including this mid-chapter FRQ must be done by the deadline. So by 3 p.m. on Monday the 15th, I go in and everything including this free response, if it's not done, you get 0 and skyward. Now keep in mind, any 0s and skyward are going to eliminate you from a potential retake for that summative chapter test. So it behooves you to stay on pace and to actually meet these requirements because you're going to have to learn it anyway. So you might as well get the points for it in skyward and be able to potentially retake if needed. If we take a look here, the other thing I wanted to mention, we're going to see the pacing coming up for the next one. We might as well just pop down there. Is going to be Thursday, the 18th. So really, you have 2 deadlines coming up on that third week. This third deadline is, or the second deadline, I'm sorry, is actually your test. So we'll talk a little more in detail how that test is going to work, but you should know, right, everyone has a testing an hour assigned. Please double check that if it doesn't work for you, but it should work because those are your SPPs. The test was scheduled for Thursday the 18th. That's your second deadline. You must come in and take the test on that scheduled time. If you don't, you get a 0 on that test, and you cannot make it up because you're kind of, in essence, skipping the test. So this week 2, not bad. Week 3, lots coming up. A mid-chapter deadline and your end-of-chapter deadline, including your chapter test on that Thursday. And tests have to be taken by that Thursday. So if you don't communicate to me that you're not going to be here, that's not a good thing. So be accountable for being in this online course. You guys are typically pretty good with that. So if Thursday is going to be an issue for you, and it has to be a valid issue, absolutely talk to me beforehand. Otherwise, you do forfeit kind of having some issues with not getting that test done on time. Continue with the great work that you're doing. Other thing to keep in mind, though, too, I wanted to mention is what you see here on the calendar, right? These are the suggested days to do the assignment. And I do suggest you do it there just so you don't feel stressed with this course. I do find that students tend to put online AP Stats on the back burner a little bit, so they might kind of hold up some of this homework because they have other stuff to do and then kind of do a couple days at one time. That's absolutely fine. I'm not concerned about that, but I am more concerned about you not making those deadlines. So again, welcome to week 2. Let me know how I can help you out. Have a great one, and I will see you all in person for sure on week 3. Bye-bye.